Let's talk about Harleen in my DC cinematic universe. Now, this movie would be a prequel about Harley Quinn, and it's more or less going to be a one-to-one adaptation of Harleen, so get ready for a real quick story synopsis. We would get to see Harley's first encounter with the Joker. Specifically, we'd be changing the timeline from the comic here a little bit to match my DC Cinematic Universe, so this would be Joker's first appearance as he's being taken down by Batman. And it is Harley witnessing that brutal beatdown and the citizens of Gotham cheering as a mentally ill man is being beaten that gets her to really want to start working at Arkham Asylum so she can work on her theory that the human body eliminates empathy in a need to survive. We flash forward years later to her presenting these ideas to basically a board of doctors, some of whom aren't too keen about it, some of whom are kind of keen about it, but one person is extra keen on it. Bruce Wayne, who has attended this and who has connections at Arkham Asylum, and he would love if Harleen would accept a position there if he could make that happen, because he can tell that she genuinely wants to help people. And after starting her career at Arkham, we would finally get to see her actually truly meet Joker for the first time, and a lot of this movie is going to seem like a love story, because we're going to see how the Joker tricked Harley into falling in love with him. We would also get to see Harley interact with many other of the inmates of Arkham Asylum through their time at the facility, and we would see Harley develop her most important relationship of all, her relationship with Pamela Isley. So while Harley is falling in love with Joker, she is forming a best friendship with Poison Ivy, but Ivy's forming something a little deeper with her. This would be actual true love that is blooming that she isn't really willing to admit, because she is blinded in fake love with the Joker because he is exactly manipulating her. We see as the Joker expertly flips the script on Harley and slowly gets her own backstory out of her, finding out about her childhood, about her older sisters, and about her ill-fated relationship with one of her college professors. Harley is a genius. She is an amazing doctor. The problem is, when she was in college, she fell in love and slept with one of her older professors. This news got out, and because of that, her reputation was marred and attributed to the fact that she puts out. But that's not the case. She actually is a legitimately great psychiatrist. But Joker sees something that he can twist in that, and that is when he starts really laying on the charm. He gets Harleen to fall head over heels madly in love with him. We see him convince her that he is a changed man, that if she helps him escape, he won't do anything else. Sure, he killed all of those innocent people in his first outing all those years ago, but he wouldn't do that again. He has no reason to. He was taking out the Falcone and Maroni crime families because they had crossed him in the past. Now he has nothing else to prove. She can let him out, and they can run away and be together. But Harley's dreams of marital bliss very quickly turn into a nightmare. One ill-fated night, Harley makes the decision to throw her career and her life away and let the Joker go. And unfortunately, the Joker goes on what would be his deadliest outing in my entire DC universe, killing over 700 people over the course of 2 weeks, sending the city into turmoil. It is this outing that establishes Joker's law that is used during the events of Silent Night, my third Batman movie in my cinematic universe. Harley sees this happen, and this is what breaks her. The fact that she was completely used and tricked by the Joker. This is what fractures her psyche, turning her from Harleen Quinzel into Harley Quinn. But seeing that happen, Harley's guardian angel steps in. Ivy breaks out of Arkham and reunites with Harley and gets her to join her on a crime spree. They don't kill anyone. They just have like an absolute just bank robbing, jewelry robbing, girls' night out on the town, but it lasts for like a week rampage. This is what cements their friendship. This is what cements their love. When Harley was at her psychological lowest and completely broken, Ivy is the one that was there to make sure that Harley didn't turn into the monster that the Joker would have turned her into if he got his claws into her. And the movie ends on a rather upbeat note, showing their rampage be brought to an end by Batman and his brand new on-the-scene sidekick, Robin. We also feel a dramatic change in the tone of the movie during this final rampage of theirs. And then the story sort of zooms out. So this has been a prequel this whole time, but we find out the events that have been narrated by Harley this whole time are being narrated to someone specific. And we see Harley Quinn bouncing a green-skinned, blonde-haired, newborn baby girl on her knee, explaining to her, and that is how your mommy met your mommy. And that is Harleen in my DC cinematic universe. That's goddamn right! They have a baby!